Hey guys, in this video we are going to look at the first 3 requirements of the dog's owner. The dog family and their scientific name, the distinctive characteristics of the dog family, and we will try to identify and differentiate some of these different dogs using their physical features, the food they eat, and perhaps the places of their native origin. The scientific name of the dog family is Canidae or canine, which comes from Latin canis, which means dog. This dog family or Canidae has a wide range of dogs, grouped according to their similarities, which includes the following. The Canis subfamily. This subfamily includes wolves, jackals, and domestic dogs. The Pseudocyanina family comprises of wild dogs such as the Falkland Island wolves and the bush dogs. The Eurocyan family with wild dogs such as the common grey foxes and the island foxes. Then the Valpines such as the Bengal, Arctic and the Cape foxes. Those are the subcategories or subfamilies of the Canidae or the dog family. Let's quickly look at the general main characteristics of these species belonging to the dog or canine family. They all walk on their toes, they have 4 claws on their hind feet and 5 on the front. All canines have about 42 teeth. They are all predators that are primarily meat eaters. The vision and hearing of canines are very acute, and their sense of smell is among the keenest of all mammals. Canines communicate with a variety of sounds. The vocal repertoire is most highly developed in social species and includes howls, yelps, barks, and growls. These sounds are frequently associated with specialized visual signals involving movements of the ears and tail, raising of certain areas of fur, and baring of teeth. Let's quickly look at these relatives of our domesticated dogs and see if we can be able to identify and differentiate them using their physical features, places where they are native, and perhaps even the food they eat. Raccoons are distinguished by a black mask across the eyes, and bushy-tailed raccoons have a stocky build and typically weigh from 6 to 10 kg. The body length ranges from 60 centimeters to 100 centimeters. Their grey coats are composed mostly of thick underfur. Raccoons are known for their intelligence and good memory. They are native to North and Central America. They prefer to live in moist woodland areas. They can also be found in farmlands, suburban and urban areas. They inhabit the marshes, swamps and flooded forests, but they are extremely adaptable. Dens can be created in a range of places, such as the log piles, tree holes, banks, ground burrows, or even in attics. They are omnivores, so they survive on a flexible diet of meat and plant foods. Raccoons are opportunistic feeders, so they take what they can get, usually food that is close to or on the ground. This includes things like nuts, eggs, insects, mammals, reptiles, fish, and fruits like wild grapes, cherries, apples, berries, and acorns. Though they are nocturnal, they are at times seen during daylight hours. The Bengal foxes are native to the Indian subcontinent, including India, Nepal and Pakistan, and are widespread throughout its range. These foxes are found in the Himalayan foothills to the tip of the Indian peninsula. Bengal foxes are medium-sized foxes. They have elongated muzzles and small patches of black hair on the upper portion of the muzzle. The most prominent feature of Bengal foxes is a large bushy tail, accounting for up to 60% of their body length and possessing a distinct black tip. They are generally most active after dawn and before dusk. They mainly feed on birds, rodents, reptiles, eggs, insects, and fruit. Grey wolves or timber wolves are canines with long bushy tails that are often black tipped. Their coat color is typically a mix of grey and brown with buffy facial markings and undersides, but the color can vary from solid white to brown or black. Grey wolves look somewhat like a large German shepherd. The grey wolf, Canis lupus, are said to share a common ancestry with the domestic dog Canis lupus familiaris, this being evidenced by DNA sequencing and genetic drift studies. They were once abundant and distributed over much of North America, Eurasia, and the Middle East. They prefer to eat large hoofed mammals such as the deer and moose. They also hunt smaller mammals such as beavers, rodents, and hares. The painted dogs, also known as the African wild dogs, is a canine native to sub-Saharan Africa. It is the largest indigenous canine in Africa. African hunting dogs are found in grasslands, savannas, and open woodlands. They are widely distributed across the African plains and are not found in jungle areas. Their habitat also includes semi-desert to mountainous areas south of the Sahara Desert in Africa. Their Latin name Lycaon pictus translates directly to painted wolves, referring to the different patches and spots of color on their coats. They are known as both painted dogs and African wild dogs. The fur appears to be painted with brown, red, black, yellow, and white areas. The pattern of colors is different on each animal's coat, much like the stripes of zebras. The fur is short with little or no underfur, and the blackish skin is sometimes visible where fur is sparse. Typically, there's a dark fur on the head and a white tip on the end of their bushy tail. They have large, rounded ears, a thin body, and long muscular legs with 4 toes on each foot. The body length is between 75 and 110 centimeters. The tail is between 30 and 40 centimeters long, and they range in weight from 18 to 36 kg. African hunting dogs are now found in Namibia, Botswana, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Swaziland, and South Africa. African hunting dogs tend to prey on mammals that are about twice their weight. At times they will kill larger animals, and they will also take the smaller prey individually. Some of the animals they prey on include small antelopes such as impala and bush duiker, and old, sick or injured larger animals such as the wild beast and zebra. For the most part, they do not eat plants or insects, except for small amounts of grass. They also will never scavenge, no matter how fresh the kill is. Golden jackals prefer dry open country, arid short grasslands, and steep landscapes. The body length of the golden jackal is 70 to 85 centimeters, with a tail length of about 25 centimeters. Its standing height is about 40 centimeters. The fur is generally coarse and not very long. Its coat is usually yellow to pale gold and brown tipped. They are opportunistic foragers with a very varied diet, which consists of young gazelles, rodents, reptiles, frogs, fish, insects, and fruits. The golden jackal is nocturnal and lives in a flexible social system in which the partners remain together for a lifetime, mark their territory together, and hunt together. They are native to Europe and Asia. The dingo, or the Canis lupus dingo, is common throughout Australia and in scattered groups across Southeast Asia. The primary wild populations are found in Australia and Thailand, though groups have been located in places like Southeast China, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Australian adult dingoes are generally larger than females and they weigh between 11 and 19 kg. They have an average body length of 90 centimeters. Females weigh between 9 and 16 kg and an average body length of 80 centimeters. Similar to the domestic dog, in particular the German Shepherd, their coat is usually reddish brown with irregular white markings, although the coloring varies across its range. The color of a dingo can determine where it is from. For example, dark brown coats derive from forest areas and a more typical tan color is associated with arid land. It has a long pointed muzzle and a mouth containing large molars and long canine teeth. Their ears are quite large, pointed, and permanently erect. Their tails are bushy and have a distinctive white tip. Dingoes are opportunistic predators and hunt small prey alone. The diet of Australian dingoes is comprised of birds, reptiles, kangaroos, wallabies, sheep and cows, but the majority of their diet is composed of small animals. They hunt mainly at night, and when in a pack they will target and kill large animals such as the kangaroo. When a pack kills more than its members can eat, they bury the remaining food, digging it up to eat later. Red foxes are found throughout much of the northern hemisphere, from the Arctic Circle to the Central America, the steppes of Central Asia and Northern Africa. Red foxes utilize a wide range of habitats including forest, desert, mountains, farmlands and urban areas. They prefer mixed vegetation communities such as edge habitats and mixed scrub and woodland. Coloration of red foxes ranges from pale yellowish red to deep reddish brown on the upper parts and white, ashy or slaty on the underside. The lower part of the legs is usually black and the tail usually has a white or black tip. Red foxes are the largest of the Vulpes species. Head and body length ranges from 40 centimeters to 90 centimeters, tail length from 30 centimeters to 50 centimeters, and weight from 3 to 14 kg. Males are slightly larger than females. These foxes are essentially omnivores. They mostly eat rodents, rabbits, insects and fruit. They also store food and are very good at relocating these caches. They have a characteristic manner of hunting mice. The fox stands motionless, listening and watching intently for a mouse it has detected. It then leaps high and brings the forelimbs straight down forcibly to pin the mouse to the ground. Arctic foxes are found in treeless tundra extending through the Arctic regions of Eurasia, North America, Greenland and Ireland. They live a communal and nomadic life, often forming small bands to scavenge the countryside for food. The Arctic fox is an opportunistic feeder, eating practically any animal, alive or dead. Although it prefers small mammals, it will eat insects, berries, carrion and so on. Fully grown adults reach about 50 to 60 centimeters in length, exclusive of the 30 centimeters tail, and a weight of about 3 to 8 kg. As an adaptation to the climate, Arctic foxes have short rounded ears, a short muzzle, and fur-covered soles. The black-backed jackal can only be found in Africa. The species are found in countries like South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Somalia and Ethiopia. The main characteristic of the black-backed jackal, which gives it its name, is the black hair running from the back to the neck of the tail. The chest is white and the underparts are white to rusty white, whereas the rest of the body ranges from reddish brown to ginger in appearance. Adults stand about 38 centimeters at the shoulder and are nearly a meter long in length. The head is dog-like with a pointed muzzle and high pointed ears. This species can scavenge in an area where the bigger game is hunted and killed. They are known to kill domesticated animals such as the dog, sheep and poultry, but mainly feed on smaller mammals such as rodents, hares and small antelopes. In the next video, we look at the Canis lupus familiaris, or the domestic dog, by looking at 25 breeds of dogs. Just click on the end screen card displayed on the screen of this video, or check the link below for that video. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we release a new video and new owners. Meet you in the next video.